on as well. And apparently, according to Tuna Man, and I'll post this, Pano is just a troll, but it's okay. I mean, I don't mind. Actually, where is Zook today? I hope he didn't forget his link.
Or his medicines. Because I know that one of his problems, he's always been dealing with the amount of medicines he's been taking. He may not be even functional right now, for all I know.
Ugh.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, welcome everyone. And we have Apathy. Apathy, do you have or Serge, do you have the link that you should have gotten on your email, the email that you gave me? You should have gotten a speaker link that you can use to connect. Um, Otherwise, you can just come in on this guest link that I'll post. And I don't know if like maybe we'll even get Panel to come on. Who knows? I have no
Why
idea
not?
who
Let's give
that
it a
is.
try.
So, but yeah. So, FYI, we actually yesterday, I think, Neil and Serge, who's Apathy.
Hello?
What? Hello,
Hey!
Serge.
Howdy.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, did you get the link that I gave you
No.
over on your email? It may have gone to your spam or something, but that's fine. You're on.
Good night.
Uh, but yeah, welcome everyone to the. Oh, I accidentally had it show my link. So, um,
Hello.
and John is starting off with his joke. I
Yeah.
gave my handyman a to-do list, but he only did jobs 1, 3, and 5. Turns out he only does odd jobs. So
Da da
I
da da
saw
da
that
da.
one coming. I saw that one coming. So,
Yeah.
hey
Yes.
Tuna.
Terrible.
I never
So
said that my
welcome.
dad. I never said my dad jokes were good. I said I had lots of them. Big difference.
Make a book. You'll make money off of that.
So I know not everyone here is from the States, but for those of you who are, hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Um, so let's start off. So Serge is in the YouTube comments. He goes by Apatheist GFY, and he actually we connected yesterday with Neo just to kind of work out the. Oh, we just lost him.
No, no.
Yeah.
Work out the technical issues. He might be coming in on the speaker. No,
Yeah.
I guess not. Yeah, so we tried to work out some of the technical issues, so hopefully it should be working all. And hey, looks like Craig is here as well. So welcome.
Hey, Craig.
What's going on, Greg?
I know a guy.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Woo!
That was good.
Yeah,
Nice, sir.
yeah,
So,
Is it the
yeah,
same
good
thing as
job.
last time?
What was that? Did you say something, Serge? No, I thought someone did. But yeah, so the reason why we have Sir John is because I wanted to have him talk about the exchange, and it seems like it's a text exchange that he had with Flojob, because he's like one of the only ones who actually was able to get the phone number that Flojob keeps on saying that he posted. And when he says he's posted it, uh, what he means is that he's basically put it on his channel in the about section about of his channel, and he posts it for like a few minutes, and then he removes it. So unless you know that he has it posted, you can't
Makes
go
sense.
and see it. Oh, maybe Serge couldn't hear us,
he
or
probably has some technical
we
issues right
couldn't.
now. We'll see.
Yeah, the same. Yeah, he has the same issues when we were testing it out. So I know it took a few tries. So yeah, so Serge has or was able to get the number and connected with Florida. So I guess he couldn't talk to Florida because because of his kind of his work situation. But there were exchanges back and forth on text, so I thought it'd be good to just kind of see uh, what he has. By the way, one thing is I since we were kind of doing jokes, let me just share this one because I quite liked it. Where is it? Okay, so I'm gonna try to not show the punchline. See this work. All right. So the Beastie Boys are releasing a 5-part anthology. Parts A through D are free. You gotta fight for your right to part E.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
nice, nice.
I liked it because when I was reading the first part, I had no idea what was coming,
Yeah,
and then like at the very end, it's like, yeah, that's a good
There
one.
you go.
and kind of literal. It's kind of literal, alliterative if you read it straight through.
Yeah, yeah. The Beastie Boys are
Right.
releasing a 5-part anthology. Parts A through D are free, and also I thought this was actually real. I thought
Yeah.
they were releasing an anthology.
Oh my.
So you gotta fight for your right to part E.
Love
So
it.
Yeah. Parts A through D are free. You gotta fight for your right to Part E.
yeah. All right. Hey, Blar, can you hear us? I know you're still kind of
Yep.
playing. Okay, perfect. Okay, so
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you got the audio working as well.
Yeah. That all seems pretty good. I discovered it's just easier for me to watch the show on the
Check
stream
one.
of
I don't
YouTube.
know why I cannot hear anybody.
Oh,
You can't hear us right now, Serge? I
you
guess
can't
Apparently
hear.
not.
yeah.
Nope.
We had the same issue. I don't know what
I
he
think Neil
did.
had that same issue too last week.
So Serge, we can hear you when you talk. Let me see.
Looking
Where
here.
is Serge? Oh. Yeah, I there does seem to be a little bit of quirk.
Check your audio input and output. See if
Oh, I think the issue isn't like his input. The issue is like whatever audio he's getting
that's what I'm saying. Like
out.
check the output. I mean, I meant output. I'm sorry.
Oh, Tunaman says he can hear Serge.
We can hear you,
Yeah,
Serge.
we
We
can.
can't
Yeah.
hear.
Oh yeah. Serge just can't hear us.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
I forgot. We can't hear us. Yeah.
Yeah. Blarg says he'll have to jump out early.
Probably. Yeah,
That's
we got a
what
real
it says.
estate agent
Yeah.
due to come around and have a bit of a look at the place I've been working on renovating.
Ah.
It sounds like Serge is talking and we just aren't hearing him. Yeah, I'm going to do something. I'm going to try reconnecting on my end and see if that does
Okay.
anything.
By the way, do you know what you call a pirate who designs houses?
What?
Architect.
Yes.
Ah!
Got it.
Damn it! That should have been obvious.
All right. Can you hear us?
Puffer fish for the win.
Yes, you got one. You got one.
So when
Congratulations, Clark.
Serge,
You are now your brother's kipper.
wait, can you guys hear me?
We can
Yep.
hear you.
Okay, all right. Can the people in the comments hear Serge? No, Serge, can you talk or? Yeah, right now I don't hear anything from Serge. Let me try. Let
He's
me
broke it
just.
good.
Yeah, the browser seems to be really sensitive to the browser.
Yeah.
Oh, see, like Tuna can hear Serge. Oh, now Serge is showing offline.
Ooh.
Oh, see, he's talking, and apparently on the YouTube live stream, he can.
Somebody just
People can hear him.
talked.
Yeah, Serge just did. He can talk to us, but he can't hear us.
Yeah.
So
It's showing
Yeah.
indications that he's talking, but we can't
Yeah,
hear
he's
anything.
talking, but we can't hear him. That's what
It,
happened the other day.
Huh.
And
Well,
when
So-
you
I can
refresh
hear
this
him.
browser,
I can
oh,
hear
you
him.
can
Yeah, in the stream.
in the stream. Yeah.
I'm watching the YouTube feed, but I'm listening to the stream.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'm a few seconds behind, and I would have missed that terrible joke.
I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. I'm having all the technical difficulties. No sound is
I can't
coming
hear
in
him.
anywhere.
Oh, is that coming from you, Bloody?
Like,
no,
So
that's
that's it.
that's Urge.
yeah, that's him. We just heard.
It's just very quiet.
I
Hey,
heard
Serge.
him. I mean, I heard him
Oh,
clearly.
yeah, I heard him
Hey,
clearly
Serge, you
too.
might want to I actually, can you try turning off your echo cancellation and auto gain and background noise reduction in your settings, in your audio settings? Because I wonder if that's kind of interfering with it. So, actually,
Yeah.
let me do this.
At least turn off the echo cancellation if it's on.
Yeah. Uh,
Oh, we just heard something.
I was
Oh, you
him.
did?
Like,
I think he's gonna try to rejoin, but yeah, this isn't good.
this isn't ideal. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and we did get together yesterday, like I said, to try to work this out, and at the time when we left, everything was working. So
Because of course it
but
was.
yeah, of
Shit
course.
breaks.
Yeah.
Shit breaks when it's live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So for this stream, I did want to, and not everyone will be interested, but I did want to talk a little bit about the different comments that were made in the chat, in the comment section. Actually, before we go into the main one, let me just do this one.
Shadowban for Monk Boy.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
No, is this the one I want? Oh no, this was one of them, but I wanted to talk about this one first. So Pirate Chan, he had been kind of going on and on about what is a woman,
Oh,
and
yeah.
and then he would be deleting his comments and then asking the same thing again,
Yeah.
and saying, "Oh, like Serge is back." So saying, "What is a woman?" So, so he came on to my channel. So this is from my video, the one that I had before on Christians had no trouble agreeing to come on, but now he has conditions talking about Flojob, coincidentally. So he asked, "What is a woman?" And then I, said, "Okay, you can come on the show and we can have this discussion." Let me just make this a little bit bigger. And then he kind of went on and, "Oh no, well, we can just have the discussion here." And so it's like I kept on saying, "Well, are you just refusing to have a discussion?" And of course he's saying that I'm the one refusing to have a conversation by inviting him to come on and have a conversation.
Yeah.
But he's just kind of trolling, right? He's just trying to get into this
Just being an
discussion
asshole.
of oh, what is a woman? And so he finally found a video, and I guess I should thank him for the views. Like and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, comment, and subscribe. That's right. So thank you,
The
Pirate
Holy
John.
Trinity.
So he saw one of the videos because we've had this discussion on here. So he's quoting me: "Gender is a social construct. Construct. Let me. Actually, can you hear us, Serge, now? Or no?
I take that as a no.
We can't hear you if you are talking. And actually, he's saying that he still can't hear anything. You might want to try either a different browser or try a browser in incognito mode. Just make sure that when you connect that you give it permission to your mic and camera, because sometimes you might accidentally just not give it permission. And oh, I thought I heard something. And as I mentioned, if you in your audio settings for the connection, try turning off like all the stuff like background noise control and whatnot. But yeah, going back to Pirate Chan. So does he realize he is pushing the channel algorithm up so we get more views?
Yes.
Yes. So anyway, yeah, gender is a social construct that shouldn't be too difficult to understand. There's a strong correlation to biological sex, obviously, but that's not what you use to determine gender because we don't have access to that info. So, LOL, how do you determine gender? And he does this straw man. Oh, let me guess. You have to ask the person. Let me see if I can make this bigger. You have to ask the person because you think gender is just whatever people say it is. And this is just all his straw man. Nope, gender and sex are the same thing, which it isn't. You are the minority on this one. No, I'm not. People are increasingly tired of your nonsense. And I'm
Well,
sure people
they are
said that.
in the echo chamber. Oh my God.
And I'm sure people have said that about racism. Oh, the blacks want freedom or women want voting rights. We're tired of that nonsense. That's not really an argument. So my issue is you are dishonest and fake. I called it right away. You are in a progressive cult. I win. LMFAO.
It's
Well,
progressive.
as long
And
as
you win nothing.
you win nothing, sir. Good day.
Hey,
Yes.
That's
I
Yes.
say good day. But
you lose.
you
Good
lose.
day, sir.
Day, sir. Yeah, so to answer this question, it's not just you asking the person. It's a social construct because the other person is
I beat you good day.
presenting their gender. Oh, I think we heard you, Serge.
Yeah, I think we heard you.
Serge? I hope maybe he can't hear us. But yeah,
Oh,
going back to.
fantastic. And I can hear you too, guys. Finally, the sound came through. Let me
Yay!
Oh,
check the sound. Hello?
yay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I can hear
Finally!
you.
well done.
Winner, winner, chicken
Nice.
dinner.
All right. So Serge, if you want to just hold on a second, let me just finish this. It shouldn't take too long. And then
You hear
we'll
me,
go
right?
to. Sir, sorry, say again.
Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. All right. Oh, actually, that reminds me. You sent
Yeah,
you
please go ahead.
sent me
Please go ahead.
the screenshots, so I'll try to get that ready while I'm doing this. Let me see. Oh, okay, here it is. Yeah. So yes, because gender is a social construct, it's not just asking the person. The other person is presenting a gender. So when you see someone who has a look of a woman, let's say long, hair, feminine facial features, wearing feminine clothes, etc., they are presenting as as a woman, not as a female, but as a woman. And similar way with a man. So as I said, gender and sex are correlated. So you can kind of tell by the physical characteristics that this person is a man or presenting as a man or a woman. And what happens with the transgender person is, even before they go into surgery, even before they take, hormones, they are they present themselves in the gender that they feel that they are. So a trans woman would wear like what the society would consider a feminine, or what a woman would normally wear. That's what each of the society would normatively consider to be a woman. That's how they would appear. That's the social signaling. However, in the case where you can't tell for sure, or if the other person says, oh, you're mistaken, my long hair is I have long hair but I'm still a man, So, you mistook my gender. Then they are giving you direct cues, social cues, meaning language, to tell you what gender they are. So that really shouldn't be that hard because almost 100% of the time, that's how you behave. But instead, what these guys do is they take that one outlier case of some person who might even not be legitimately trans with a beard, with like huge muscles, and not even trying to look like a woman, and just saying,
Yeah,
"Oh,
it's
I
a
identify
nut-picker
as a woman."
fallacy.
Yeah,
Trans
It's a
is
and
nut-picker fallacy. Just
yeah.
pick one nut job. It's like saying, there was a Christian who shot somebody. Therefore, all Christians are murderers.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Just because one person does the wrong thing in a group, it doesn't mean the group does it. And that's exactly how the argument keeps going. Every time there's a trans person involved in a shooting, oh my God, the trans people are so dangerous. And you go,
yeah,
no, they're the people who are getting beaten up and killed, not the other way around, on average. But you can just pick one of them. And also love the fact that no Christian has any trouble whatsoever with God, the nutless wonder, having being a he without any sex of any kind. There is no sex connected to this deity, but it's a he.
yeah.
So yeah, but maybe that's just because he's magic.
Well, we'll get into that a little bit because Flojob seems to have a tough time keeping his what he considers life
I know it's like
to
Jason.
match. Yeah, go ahead, Serge.
So,
Oh,
uh,
yeah, we couldn't
Just
really
the
understand what you were saying, but maybe
Oh,
that was.
um,
Is it? Were you trying to talk, Serge? Or maybe that was just kind of background. All right.
not quite.
So let me just kind of finish
there
up on this, and then
is
we'll
a
turn to Serge.
delay.
Oh,
Okay. Oh,
there's a
you're
huge
delayed.
delay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll have to try
There's a
to
delay.
adapt to
Yeah.
that. But yeah, I'll just finish here. So, Killer of Yahweh, I don't know if
I'm
he's
pretty sure
on.
there's a delay.
Yeah, I think there is, Serge. There's a big delay. Uh, but anyway,
Oh,
so
come on.
Killer of Yahweh piped in uh, and Pyrochan, because I didn't like respond right away. He said, I guess, I mean, I didn't even notice he said that, so I didn't respond. So he's saying run away. And then I asked him, so are you going to come on? I'm adding back him. Are you going to come on? And it's like, why? I already found your nonsense definition, LMFAO, which is interesting because, well, anyway, yeah. So he found my definition. So hopefully he won't ever be asking this question again. And are you going to run away from a discussion? Why I already know your what you believe, LMFO. You are not an atheist. Oh, I'm not an atheist. I replaced theism with the progressive religion. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
You have to
the
so
good
believe
are
that.
old.
you arguing?
Yeah.
Is he arguing that religion is good or bad?
I have no
I
idea.
yeah. Yeah. Do you even
There was
know
a
who
question.
Hitchens is?
If you
There
are
was a
not in the,
question.
go ahead.
There's a question from Craig. Is gender not a separate thing to sex, but in terms of physical sex, is chemical to some degree? I did want to just add a sort of a comment to there. It does, the idea that people can't choose their sexuality. You're at some
Yep.
point you realize which direction you're attracted, and that's not a choice you ever get to make in your life. Similarly, for people who are trans, and evidence suggests that it has to do with structures in the brain about how they develop during embryonic development. So there's a point in which, depending upon the hormones that are around, depends upon whether you mature through to be sexually male or female. If there's some funniness going on there, it doesn't really meet one or the other. You can end up with one of the degrees of what do they call it? Disorders of sexual. It's DSD. I can't remember what the other D is, but anyhow,
Dysphoria? Sexual dysphoria?
no. It has to do with when they're born, not quite sure what we're looking at.
Oh, okay.
So you can have some of that happen in it, but the brain keeps developing the whole time during gestation. So if the hormones are a little bit different in utero at a different time, you end up with this result where the brain becomes androgenized by the hormones, even though the sex might be female, or the brain doesn't get enough testosterone to become androgenized and becomes more structurally similar to a female brain in terms of some parts of it. There's a paper that I post up occasionally that was published in one of the Nature suite of journals. So the top ranking journals, where it discusses the fact that they used an AI which was extremely good at predicting, based upon looking at an MRI, whether they were looking at a person who is cisgendered or transgendered. So you can see it doesn't happen for everyone, because again, it's the degree of change. It's a little bit like some people are straight gay, some people are straight, entirely straight, and then some people are a bit in between. It's the same thing with trans people. There's some trans people who are a little bit sort of in between, and it's a bit harder for them. And then there's others where they're 100% the gender they see, so they're 100% trans, and there's no sort of hint of the other. So yeah, there is some level of hardware involvement, biology involvement in it. But it may not be biology as in DNA that's the cause of the effect. But yeah, the easy way that I sort of put it is that basically gender's what fits under your hat, and sex is what fits in your pants. So just leave it that way. It's simple.
Yeah, and with everything with sex, it's like it's not like a distinct, one or the other. So even in the
No,
brain structure, there isn't like a definitive like male and definitive female. It's kind of
no.
a gamut.
Yeah, and even in the world of sex, there is stereotypical male, there's stereotypical female, and there is no line that separates the two. To say that there's no middle ground. It's 100% this way or 100% that way. There are people who have ovotestes, so they have sort of tissue that is both testicular and ovarian in the same organ, and some of them have even demonstrated both production of sperm and ova. So technically possible to self-fertilize, though there's no record of someone having done that yet. But it has happened in rabbits that have exactly the same condition. So there is evidence of it occurring in rabbits with the identical condition to what these humans have. So yeah, there's a middle ground as well. So
All right.
not one
So
sex.
hopefully, Serge, your audio issue has been taken care of. Can you hear us now? No,
He's not even up
we
on the
can't. We
stage.
can't hear you. Oh, he's not on. Sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
you. Hey, Serge, can you hear us now?
I cannot hear anything.
Oh, we can hear you though. Oh, It's hmm. Oh, this is not good. But all right. So unfortunately, Serge can't hear us, so he won't be able to give us much. But I don't know if you're gonna. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see this. So this is not a good way of doing it. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to see if I can share his. Oh, share the messages that he got. I don't know if this will work. But yeah, I think Serge's. Oh, maybe this will work. Okay, I think this will work. Yep. All right. Perfect. Okay. Oh no, I don't know what the order is here. But here's the okay. I'm willing to have a civil discussion. This is my last attempt. I think that's coming from Flojob. What
Yeah.
background education in biochemistry do you have? Do you do
Yes.
you have credentials or GTFO? What does that matter? When I present something, I make sure to thoroughly study beforehand.
Red
Uh,
flag right there, folks.
so, based on his posts, there's absolutely no way that he's actually doing any studying. Otherwise, he would not be, posting some of the idiotic things that he is. So cool story. Biochemistry degree with objectively verifiable evidence, or you ain't shit. I've been studying the historicity of Christ, including the Bible, for 20 plus years. Again, I have, when he says studying, I highly doubt
Yeah,
it
listening
actually is
listening
studying.
to people talk about it and go, no, no, no,
Yeah.
he's super real, 100%.
And he's my
Uh,
bestest friend. He just goes to school in a different county.
Or a different
In a
country.
different country on a different planet.
In a different universe.
Yeah,
so
he's totally real.
he doesn't have a degree in biblical studies nor in science, but like I said, I'm well versed and I thoroughly study before I make my remarks. What degrees do you have? Okay, don't care about your post hoc rationalization for fairy tales. I think Serge actually has a background in engineering or in maybe EE. I'm not sure. I think he had mentioned it before. So okay, so he actually says it here. So he has engineering. That's awesome. You're obviously an intelligent dude. One thing, like when you talk to Flojob, he'll like it sound really amicable, and it's like trying to kind of butter you up a little bit. In order to have obtained that engineering degree, I'm sure you've studied quite a bit, and that's my point. I have challenged you and others to study my comments for verification. The issue with it that is like when you post some of the stupid stuff, like the Isaiah 7:14 or whatever, and he gets an explanation that no, when it says a young woman is with a child, it's not talking about Jesus hundreds of years later, or Mary hundreds of years later being having a virgin conception.
No, it's talking
But he
about,
doesn't listen.
yeah, it's clearly talking about the current war that's going
Yep.
on. And it's one of the, oh, great kings, you'll win, but it'll take a little while. Yes, there'll be a person out there, and by the time they become a toddler,
Yep.
you will have won. That's what it's a prophecy of.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And
Yeah,
it literally says in Hebrew, the young woman is with child, but because of the Septuagint, translated as Parthenos, which at the time had, I guess, this is, I mean, obviously I don't know this firsthand, but my understanding is at the time there was a wider semantic range of in the meaning, so it could mean it just a young woman, at least at the time. And there are plenty of other parts where in the Septuagint where Parthenos is translated to someone who's already had sex, so not a virgin. So, but I guess at the time, Matthew, when he was reading it at the time, Parthenos may have been closer or more strongly correlated to virgin. So he understood that as some prophecy of a virgin birth, and that's not the case. Oh, so Serge is still. Serge, if you can hear us, I think if you have the YouTube on your phone at the time, that might be why you're not getting the audio output from you being on with the browser, in the
Yeah,
panel.
definitely do not be using YouTube for your audio, because
Yeah.
there's a delay from the to get it across to YouTube. So yeah, I've got YouTube on just because it makes it easier to put in live chat,
Yeah,
and
but without it, I
but
understand that.
yeah,
So Serge, I think like if you started without the YouTube on, and maybe even like if it's on your phone, actually like um, in the YouTube process, because that app might be taking over the output, the sound output, and so when you have it on, when you start the connection here, it may not be outputting the audio from this connection to your phone. So yeah, so that's what we mean. Having the YouTube on gives you the audio temporarily with the delay, um, but yeah, try it that way if you're listening to us on YouTube. Yeah, hopefully he can get on so that he can kind of give us a first-hand account. Oh, here it is.
Don, I refreshed and
Okay.
I now can no longer hear you.
Okay, can you hear us now? How about right now?
I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I
We
can no
can
longer hear the stream.
we can hear you, and your audio is actually really good. But yeah, if you can't hear us, that is an issue. So I wonder if on your phone, on your phone browser, it may be that uh, it's not outputting to your phone. Or if you have like earphones on, but at least on the Android, there's like a media output option. So you might want to try that. I don't know if on the iPhone how that would work, or if there's something like that. But I know at least on my phone, there is a media output configuration where I can specify where the media output goes. Hmm. Yeah, but we did get it working before. Interesting. Uh, we can hear. So he's on the chat as well.
Ook is
Yeah, oops, yeah.
in the
Okay,
chat now.
you can hear me, but I cannot hear the stream. I don't know what's
Hmm.
going on.
That's a bloody bugger.
Yeah.
We might have to
I
do
don't hear
this
the stream.
again to fix the problems.
Yeah. So yeah, Serge, if try new time for pain pills and had a very good sleep. I mean, I'm actually glad you had a good sleep. I think that's more important than uh being on here with us talking about trolls on the YouTube channel. But yeah, Serge, yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you. Um Actually, let me find out. Do you have an iPhone or an Android? All right, so I'll put this back. Yeah, it's like he just. I mean, the kind of things that. Oh, we were talking about the virgin thing. Yeah. So if it wasn't for Matthew not, effing up on his understanding of Greek, we would not have this whole virgin birth thing, which is kind of an interesting thing to
Matthew,
consider.
yeah, I don't know whether that was a stuff up or deliberate. because he was pretty damn keen on turning even the like things that are definitely not prophecies into prophecies, so that he can say, "My cult leader, he did that too." He was
Yeah.
super keen. Him and Luke.
Yeah, because Luke also went for that virgin birth thing as well, just the two of them.
Yeah,
So I don't know if they maybe colluded, but yeah, it could be that Matthew knew that it isn't necessarily a virgin, but it may have been just something he wanted to kind of start up in a way, right? It sounds
yeah,
more,
but I'm pretty sure
supernatural.
that virgin birth thing is there's some Greek um,
Yeah, yeah,
mythology in that space. So it's just picking up the Greek stuff because that's the going fun bit at the time. So yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah, uh, Serge, can you hear us now? He came back in. But yeah, so anyway, that I think that's a good point. It may be that because of the prevailing mythologies at the time, he may have thought, hey, you know what? Uh, other Greek stories have this virgin birth thing, so let me put it in mine. And also that might be also why Luke did it as well. Uh,
yeah,
But Serge is saying your claims aren't facts until objectively verified. I mean, it doesn't have to be objectively verified, but there needs to be some evidence, convincing evidence. Referencing your ancient fairy tale obedience manual isn't acceptable. I've seen him post this as well. That's exactly what I study my comments. I, you know, I, I guess he actually believes that,
Okay,
but
you
he
study,
obviously doesn't.
but do you understand? That's the thing,
Yeah.
and we don't believe you.
So post hoc rationalization. Jesus is. Oh, this is the other one. Stupid thing. So he must have this just as kind of like some kind of copy paste thing that he
Yeah.
can just put out. Jesus is one of the most proven historical figures of all time, and the well established evidence undoubtedly um, confirms it. The only way you're going to realize this is if you actually put forth an honest effort and study. That's the other thing. Uh, Relying on Westhoff is definitely the wrong thing to do.
Yes, very much
Um,
so.
and because he is not an expert in the field. Apparently he might be an expert in like New Testament, but he doesn't seem to be it doesn't seem to be the case for the Old Testament, and he definitely says things that seem wrong, or seem more of very much of kind of Christian apologetics, not really based on data, kind of thing, kind of
yeah.
comments.
He's definitely in that apologetic space because go along and get some credentials and then talk confidently.
Yeah,
That's all you need to do. Like it's 100% this, as
yeah,
opposed to when you hear Bart Ehrman talk, he gives nuance
right.
with it. There's a lot of he describes the iffiness of some of the terms, and we don't really understand. Whereas Worthuff, it's 100% true the direction he wants it to be.
Yeah, he seems more interested in getting social media clout. Uh,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
and I think just the way he looks and talks and all that, he appeals to a lot of people, and he brings along with it the scholarly cachet of him actually being studying this item. So people kind of take him for what he says. They assume that he must be right, or that he's being careful in what he's saying, but he's not. Some of the things that he says is just it seems irresponsible, where it makes it seem like, oh yeah, this is definitely the case when it isn't.
yeah. If he was trying to get away with that stuff in academia, he'd get his ass handed to him.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. I feel like at this point, that's not like his primary motivation. I think he's doing well in the social media space. So,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
making an absolute mozza.
yeah, yeah. So
That's what he
for
wants to
him,
be.
yeah, scholarship may not be. That's not definitely going to make him a lot of money and
No,
get him a lot of attention.
Well, Grifter's got a grift, so
Yeah, yeah, that seems to be the case. Uh, Serge is trying. I definitely give him an A for effort on this case. Oh, and the other thing is like to say that Jesus is the most proven historical figure. That is so stupid.
Yeah, that
And
is.
when people say that,
well,
I
one
mean,
of.
I just can't believe it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. A lot of people actually go further and just go, he's better attested than Julius Caesar.
Caesar.
And
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
you go, oh fuck off. Go and find me a Jesus coin that was minted when he was alive,
right.
or a coin that was minted to celebrate him being murdered within a year or two after him being murdered. You can get both of that for Caesar. But you damn sure can't get that for Jesus. He wasn't even important enough for Josephus to have a comment about him until Josephus was just about dead, even though he grew up in the same town. He was a nobody.
Yeah. And the funny thing is like when they refer to Josephus and Tacitus to say, "Oh yeah, we have all this non-biblical evidence." And what's in there is nothing. It it
Yeah,
it is, it's just basically saying, yeah, there were Christians. And I mean,
yeah,
and it does mention, I think, James. Um,
yeah, yeah.
but
The
it
one that
just
is believable is the James brother of Jesus.
yeah.
Yeah, get his ass kicked and then just going, oh yes, he's being martyred. You just go, just because you're an asshole in a cult doesn't mean that when you get executed for committing crimes, it's because of your
Yep.
cult. Um, yeah, that's not martyrdom. That's what passes for justice. Who knows why he was being killed? But and then they always ignore the fact that the other thing is clearly rubbish. Josephus, the Jewish guy, would never ever refer to Jesus as the
Like
Messiah.
Messiah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just is
Yeah.
not going to happen.
Yeah, that one is so obviously have been like faked, and most scholars know it is. But there are these Christians that will still say, "Oh, you see, Josephus recognized that he was the
It was the
Messiah."
Christ. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable.
So, does anybody claim that there are primary sources for verifying the existence of the Christ character?
Sorry,
It's not. Yeah, it's not a. It's not a rhetorical question.
no, I just got distracted by Tilting's comment. Tilting thinks that Blarg's talking fish is adorable.
And a
What
little
are you
eerie.
doing?
Eerie.
Yeah.
Especially when he pops up like that.
That's
I can
hilarious.
make it do things.
Nice.
Um, Robin Williams talks about Jesus' less mysterious brother, Jim Bob. Jim
Uh,
Bob Christ. Although Christ it wasn't the last name, so that doesn't make sense. Yeah.
His
But
real name
yeah,
was
there's
H.
there's no real contemporaneous account, like someone, an attested contemporaneous account.
No,
What's in the
there's not a
gospel is
single one.
someone saying, right, that they've heard.
Yeah, yeah,
so at
absolutely.
best, so it appears that at best there's circumstantial evidence and hearsay.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, I think there's definitely, uh, there was probably, I wouldn't say definitely, most likely that there was a real Jesus, someone who went by the name Yeshua in that time, who may have, garnered people's attention and, likely was crucified for probably causing trouble, or causing some issues with the Romans, or maybe the Jews. And so, they did kind of, maybe gotten him crucified, but um
but none of the other stuff.
Yeah.
but in
Yeah, I
terms of
guess
like the resurrection.
and I guess sort of my take on this is that there's not historical, to my knowledge, there isn't historical consensus on Robin Hood ever being an actual person or King Arthur being a specific person. It
No.
could just be. It could just be that there are these various stories that existed in other cultures, and over time, they sort of coalesced around this one figure. So you have parts of a Jesus over here and parts of a Jesus over there. And then through sort of word of mouth, and as the cult began to gain traction, that's when the stories congealed around the one figure.
Yeah, well, the stories they just keep growing. The
Yeah,
fact of the matter is, there was a dude who started a cult. That's pretty well a certainty, and it's reasonable to assume his name was Yeshua,
Yeah.
because the cultists, they know the name of their cult leader, or whatever name he goes by,
all right.
and it's almost certain he was from Nazareth, because otherwise there wouldn't have to be this stupid set of conflicting stories about how he got to Bethlehem. So those are things we can be reasonably certain of, and all the rest of it is and that he got killed by the Romans. That's probably reasonable to assume as well, because otherwise, yeah, they wouldn't have had a big hissy fit and carried on the way they did. So those are reasonable things we can take. All the rest of the stuff is second, third, fourth hand hearsay, made up, added in bits from here and there. It's just, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
gonna have
I get what
to.
you're saying. I
I'm
get.
going to.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I might need to like charge Ook to be able to post comments without
Yeah.
having to wait.
So, Blark, I get what you're saying, and I guess you're willing to kind of concede more hypothetical ground than I am, with regards to whether or not sort of how the figure came about. And either way, the burden is still on the shoulders of those making the claim, and if they're
Yeah,
claiming,
well, that's it. I just look at the thing and say, I'm not giving away anything that is unreasonable, by admitting that there'd be some dude who started a cult and had a few other bits and pieces of info that are probably going to be true. Um, there's no 100% on any of that,
sure,
um, but yeah, cults
maybe
don't
maybe you're
start.
just a nicer guy than I am.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is that none of that gets you anywhere near worshipping some dickhead who started a cult.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to go and join, you know, Islam, another dude who started a cult, and I'm not going to go and join any of the other ones. Just, not going to become a Mormon, another dude who started a cult.
Right.
It's just, yeah, just because some dude started a cult. Yeah, I'm happy enough to admit that those people existed and started a cult. Big fucking whoopty. Yeah, show us the evidence that they were more than just another cult leader like all the others.
Sure. I think the concern that I have with even and maybe I'm just being a hard ass here, and if I am, let's talk about that. But from my point, when you're talking to somebody like Flojo, or when you're talking to Neppy, or any of the other trolls, or really any of the apologists that we would run into, by even conceding that ground, it creates too much traction for them to say, well, if you understand that, then you have to accept, dot, 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 dot.
Ooh, I
And
think
so
the opposite.
please explain.
Because if you are not prepared to accept so they'll have you in the in this vice of saying, well, you're just anti the whole story. They actually have some evidence for the existence of the person, and you kind of cut them off at the knees and go, yeah, sure, a dude existed. Excellent. Now for your next thing, prove the dude's magic.
Sure.
That's the bit. And yeah, because it cuts them out, gets rid of all of that argument, and yeah, now they've got to move to the stuff that they can't provide evidence for. They've just got the Bible says it's true, and you go, yeah, the Bible says all sorts of things are
Right.
true.
The Bible also says that pi is equal to 3. So
That one, I think that's unfair. I think they're not saying pi is 3, but
I guess,
Well,
I mean, I get what you're saying, that you really don't lose anything. That you don't
yeah,
lose anything.
you cut them out. You just get them to the because they just start pushing back hard on the yeah. But why did this person say that? And here's a third party person saying that this person existed. Um, there's lots of argument, and you can't then you're on the defensive by having to sort of fight against this, as opposed to just get straight past all of that and just go, yeah, sure, dude existed, but so did Joseph Smith, and so did um,
Right.
Muhammad, and they existed. So what? You're not going and worshipping them because they existed. They better have something else going for it. That's my attack anyway.
And that's probably the best way of doing it. Like you said, cuts them off at the knees, forces them to have to prove that everything they say is true. So yeah.
Yeah, moves them to the magic man part of rather than the man part.
If you can't establish the man part, then you can't establish the supernatural part about him.
Yeah, well, that's where I think they're.
Hello, Luke.
Ook is on.
Oh no!
Luke's finally here.
What?
You're on.
You're
Where's
here.
my screen? Oh, fuck, right. Hang on. Righto. Fuck. Yeah, I do think I could put forward a very good case, backed by real historical evidence, that Jesus was actually just a conglomeration of several failed apocalyptic rabbis who like to eat who's hallucinogenic fungus, but I'll go with Blarg's thing. Just
Somebody existed. Yeah, big
somebody
whoopty.
existed.
Yeah.
It's
By
like,
the way, I think Tilting likes your avatar as well, Ook. Yeah, it's like very lifelike.
it
Oh,
works, doesn't it?
I was thinking the opposite actually. Nobody should
It looks too AI.
Yeah, it looks too AI.
And Blarg's seen me in real life, so yeah, he knows how bad it is. The it's like I said with the King Arthur myth, and I actually did that for uni. It's Welsh in origin. All the law codes and the how law is dealt out is very Welsh before the Saxons came into England. Very egalitarian. Women had almost as much right as men in a lot of places, a lot more. And
Wait, before you go, Ook, go
yep.
on. Can you just say that's not a knife?
Hang on. Where is it?
Oh boy, here we go.
It's a spoon.
No.
What was
You
it? There
can't
was
find
something, and it goes. There's a. Oh, I see you know the knifey spoony. It was a Simpsons.
one.
I think it was a.
That's
Yeah, it
not
was
a
a different
knife.
episode.
That's a knife.
No, it's
I was actually sharpening the. That's the best knife I own. That's honestly the
Okay.
best knife anyone can own. It's what name is it? MORAKV AKNIV. MORAKNIV. There's Finnish or Swedish. That in its hard sheet was £12. So Australian, maybe or $25. I have beaten this thing to shit. It's my bushcraft knife. It's my my go-to knife. That will cut. Crystal uses hers in the kitchen to cut pumpkins and all the root vegetables. So yeah, but I do have some other big blades kicking around. I'll bring them out for next weekend.
All right.
But
You
yeah,
refuse
story
to
about
knifey
stay
spoon,
the line.
knifey spoony. It's
So you
I
have to
I
see.
say
went,
that's
I see.
that's not a knife.
That's not a knife,
that's
and
not a knife.
this is a
That's
fucking gun.
I walked into work one day and I had my left thumb bandaged up, and a woman come wandering in and goes, "Pumpkin accident." Went, "Yep."
Yep.
Tried to chop the corner off. Yeah, tried to chop the corner off my thumb while chopping a piece of pumpkin. Good effort. Poor old left thumb. I keep trying to chop that off. I've really given it a good go. I've stabbed it. I've cut it a couple of times, chopped the tip off, chopped the side off. It really doesn't pay to be the offhand thumb.
Yeah, that sounds like a American comic Bill Engvall's joke right there. If you heard of him. Yeah.
All righty. Okay. Let me just let's just go back. Apparently, Morakniv knives are pretty famous. Yeah. So just going back to Jesus. Yeah, it's not a proven historical figure. So the other thing about kind of the progression of Jesus is, within Mark, right, it's more limited in terms of how they portray the ending, and then the other books kind of add to it, like Matthew and Luke, and then John completely changes the theology.
Yeah, well,
Now
John had to come along.
that's an idea.
Things were looking stupid. Like the theology that was being pushed by Luke and Matthew had to do with it all coming to a head during the life of the disciples, and close to the destruction of Jerusalem, and then nothing happened.
Yep.
It all nothing happened. So then all of a sudden, John, 20, 30 years later, had to come along and go, oh, geez, that's a bit awkward. I'll rewrite and reinterpret these to make it something completely different.
That's what I go bush with, and lives beside my bedside, my bed.
Hey, Luke.
So,
Right.
yeah, who needs firearms?
Well, I got one of those,
Americans,
so-
Americans.
Well, I'm sorry. I got a nice
pronounced
bit of gun.
America.
I'd love firearms. You'd wave them around.
Yeah,
Ow, 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 ow.
I guess the whole thing with the firearms thing that I keep coming up with is my dick's big enough. I don't need to wave it around in public. Wave a substitute around in public. Yeah, but I mean, you can't even. Oh, I knew a guy who was fully licensed and everything, and was cleaning his weapons in the garage with the door open. The next door, the neighbour across the road saw him, called the cops. Bang. People, Australians don't know firearms freak. I'd say 80% of Australians right out. But yeah, so having the cops called for cleaning your guns, and he had to shut the door. You have to do it behind doors. It's not worth the
Oh,
aggro.
Steve-O has to show his knife.
It's an old knife, but it works good.
That's a nice buck. I found the sawtooth that you got up near the tang. What I do is put your finger over the tang on the blade. No, just that
Your
finger.
index.
Yeah. Will that and curl it round? Does it
So
touch
you
the blade?
should demonstrate it.
Yeah, get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it touch the blade?
I like this.
Yeah.
Like that. Something like that.
Yep.
No, it doesn't.
Good. Because I've got to modify this one because my finger just touches there on the blade.
Yeah.
And the problem with if you have only a big knife is you have to choke it up. So you actually have to take things like that.
Yeah.
Got to choke
that
it up
doesn't
to
seem
use.
that doesn't
Yeah,
seem safe.
I got it.
No, if you know what you're doing, it's all right.
The grip's pretty big on this, so I can just put my hand on.
Yeah, that's the problem I got with a lot of knives is the grip. It's like the small knife on this set.
Yeah.
That way, the small knife
Well,
on
so
that set.
okay, next week, everyone, bring your knives so
Right.
we can.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That's
I
a
said to
spinner.
it. He was showing it off. I had to show mine off. I'm sorry. Let's get back on topic, people.
Okay, let's get back in topic. So this is where Flojobs. Okay, dude, you're speaking from ignorance. You obviously haven't studied this topic. It's easy to kick it to the curb without knowing the facts. Okay, so when I can get a Saturday off, I plan to come on QC show again because he obviously won't debate me on my platform. Okay, so listen, Flojob, if you're listening, tell us what your platform is. I'm sure you have one.
I'm glad
Set
show up
one
on
up.
yours.
Well, no,
I'm
it's got his
willing.
kids.
I'm willing
Yeah,
to
I know
shout.
it's his kids, but he can take it away from his kids and
I'm
say,
willing to
"Oh,
shout everyone around the drinks.
Yeah.
If I can also get a bit of FaceTime with him.
Sure.
I think we all want a piece of them.
yeah." So Flojob, if you're listening, just set up your platform. It's not that we're not like, what do you say here? I that I won't debate you on your platform. You don't have one right now. You haven't told us what your platform is, how to get on, when it's on. Nothing.
Yeah,
We know nothing about it.
He hasn't
we
even
know
worked
what his
out.
platform is. It's his
Yeah, well, I mean,
telephone.
yeah.
He
He
just wants
hasn't
you to
even-
ring him up.
He
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
even worked out how to put his telephone number and his fucking what about on his YouTube channel. And then whinges, what is it up to now? 27th time? That
I
his phone
don't know. I
number's
mean,
been
like,
removed.
Yeah.
I'm going to like post my number and like delete it over and over and so I can claim that I posted it for like 30
Yeah,
times.
he's a very lonely and pathetic man.
Yeah.
Yeah. he
Wait.
is.
What?
Oh,
Are
I
you
take
guys
it-
like exchanging handles or what's going on? I'm not
What's
sure
now?
what's going on here. Oh,
Um,
Grimlord, copy down Flojaw's number if you want it.
Oh.
Honestly,
fact is-
I don't want the number.
No,
as I said, it may or may not have made its way onto some public toilets that are on the grinder list. I'm not saying it. It's not
Okay, so
possible.
honestly, he's, at least smart enough to realize that he doesn't want to keep it posted. But what's stupid is he could just like create like an email address, and he could just post that
Yeah.
and leave it there and have people
Yep.
send emails there.
But
He
the
could
thing
do
is, he
that.
doesn't want to do that. He wants to do the
Yeah.
get you on the telephone and
Yep.
yeah, like he's got this creepy McCreepson thing going on with a telephone, and you just go, no, not calling you. Everybody else can organise to come on. You just tell them what time it is, and show up. And he regularly spends a heap of time yakking, writing comments.
Yeah, he could come
while
on.
the show's
He
on.
could come on.
He could come
Yeah.
on. He's just making up excuses like he always does.
Yeah. So dumb thing about even if it's relative short amount of time of posting his phone number is that like Grimlord, he has Flojob's number. Because it's his actual phone number, you can look up who he is. So when previously, when he insisted that we exchange phone numbers, I created a burner phone number that, I no longer have. But I wasn't going to give him my personal phone number.
Right.
But he gave me his personal phone number, or he contacted me. And with that, I know exactly who he is. I know his address, how much his house costs, all that stuff. I mean, like, so if and I think at one point, those trolls were accusing me of doxing people. If I were to, I could dox him, and I'm not going to, but I could. So that's the danger of being an idiot and
Yeah.
posting your
Yes.
Yeah.
actual phone number and asking strangers to call him.
Strangers from the
It is
internet.
stupid. Yeah,
Yes.
it
Yeah.
is stupid. It
Also,
really is.
in Australia, that you don't get burner phones. That's against the law. There's no such thing. Every phone number is connected to a person. You've got to provide
An address.
multiple pieces of ID in order to get it.
You can
So
you can get away if it's a prepaid phone. You still need a proper person's name and an address. Now it can be 1234 Baker Street, or
no. I've been doing a bunch of moving people to prepaid stuff
oh, have they stopped
recently, and
that?
they keep no. Yep, you have to provide sufficient ID to. It's basically the same as opening a bank account. You need the same amount of ID.
Okay, that must have happened after 2002. Then that law came in
Oh
because
yes. Oh yeah,
when I
yeah.
was when I was in the ombudsman office, it was but look, yeah, you know what's
Well,
Sesame Street's number?
Ook, you obviously ruined it for everyone.
I must have
Yeah.
because
You personally.
well
You were the one that started it all.
I sort of maybe helped a lot because at the time it was legal. Australia was doing a military action in Timor, East Timor, and a lot of military personnel went over there, and they worked out that they could use Australian phones on the Timorese. Is it Timorese? That's a drink, isn't it? Anyway, Timor's mobile system, and because I was actually over there helping the army personnel set up communications, I organised for quite a few top of the range mobile phones to get sent over, and sold. I paid for them, but I gave them to other people to sell to the locals because at the time a basic mobile phone in Indonesia would cost you $5,000 to $7,000.
Damn.
You could buy these top of the range mobile phones in Australia as prepaid, don't get them connected, and only be out $389 pocket.
Wow.
So yes, and I wasn't there for too long because anything that touches near Papua New Guinea, I am highly allergic to. But yeah, so we sold at last count. The little thing that I started was up to 34,000 units sold,
That's a lot.
and about 13,000 connected. A lot of them were just sold to be sold again onto the black market. But yeah, so there are ways and means around it, especially if you're high up in a place and you know the rules and everything. But I didn't know that, Blarg. Thank you for telling me because that's
Yeah. I'm. I've been I'm basically the go-to tech guy for my family and friends. Yeah. So whenever they're like, it's costing too much to be on Telstra. All right. Well, let me see what I can
yeah.
do. And
So,
I'm
Clark,
I'm
just from
actually
an
on Aldi at the moment, Blarg.
yeah, I've been on Aldi for years.
Yeah, works.
that's a German grocery
Sorry.
store.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have a
Yeah.
mobile
Aldi.
phone
Nice.
that
Oh,
on
interesting.
sells.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Interesting.
it's
Okay.
really good. I have over a terabyte of accumulated data on my prepaid.
Wait,
yeah.
are they just an
Uh,
MVNO? Maybe. Do you know what
Uh,
an MVNO is?
what? What's
The
that?
service
Just
provider,
reseller.
they're just a
Yeah.
reseller. Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
they're
Yeah,
reseller of
it's not
Telstra.
their network. Okay.
yeah.
Right.
No,
That
no,
makes
no.
sense.
Yeah,
Telstra
they're
has the
they make
most
yeah they make
extensive
use of the
network,
Telstra.
Yeah.
so you can get it to work in more places. But yeah, they just resell. They're just a wholesaler.
So
Yeah, but
just
they
from an
don't resell. Yeah,
anonymity
they don't
point of
resell
view,
everybody's.
could you just get a Google Voice number in
I don't know. I've
Australia
never
or no?
tried. I
Okay.
don't know.
Because you can essentially just like
I'll look
tie your
into it.
Google Voice number to your phone so that you can just, make, and receive calls on that number. So, I mean, that's how I created the burner number. I just created a Google Voice number. It's just, it goes away if you haven't used it for a while. So I think it's gone. But, oh, so Blarg, we can see your screen and you're doing
Oh, I
a
was just
chat,
going to check
Yeah.
a
Google
search.
Voice.
Yeah.
Hopefully that was should have been seen on there.
That's a curious trick.
Yeah.
Well,
So
search on the other thing.
so
Now,
I'm
you
going to
now
check
guys
see
and
you
see
could,
if
do it
Google
twice.
Voice is available in Australia.
yeah. So you could just and also I mean you may I don't know if this will work, but you can even select numbers in other countries. Like I haven't actually tried, but you could. The idea is like, let's say that you call the US a lot and there's an international charge. You could get a US number, so phone calls made to and from that Google Voice number would just be considered, within the country. So that's one thing you can do. And you
Apparently,
could call
no.
Flojob on it. Oh, you can't in
Apparently,
Australia?
no. No. Well,
Okay.
certainly the AI view says no, the consumer version of Google Voice is not available for sign up in Australia. You can only
Okay.
get a new Google Voice number while located in the US with a US phone number for verification.
Ah.
Ah, okay. I think they kind of cracked down a little bit, and also, Google has been not really doing or they're trying to get rid of it, but I think there's too much people using it, so they can't directly get rid of it. Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I was gonna say if you had that, then you could you could call Flojob. The other thing that Flojob is doing is, he's like telling me in order for me to debate him, I have to apologize to him for lying. So
Oh yeah, that's he plays the victim and he plays the hurt party, even though he's the one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And the other condition he adds is that it has to be face to face, meaning like on camera. It's like, how does that affect any of your argument,
right.
whether you're on
No,
camera or not?
it's all part of his plan to dox people. That's why he
Yeah.
wants you to ring. That's why he wants you on camera. He wants to dox. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
That's the point.
I kind of, when you said that before, I mean, because you've said that before, I kind of feel like because he put himself in a vulnerable position where I have his number, I know who he is and all that. He he may feel like he needs to also do that as well, but I
Maybe.
don't know for sure.
Well, so to take the simplest approach to his behavior, or the simplest interpretation, and even being as kind as possible, what he's doing is classic foot stomping. He wants to try and maintain
Yeah,
some level of dominance and control because he feels genuinely embarrassed from the last time that he was on the show. So, in order to put salve on that wound, well, he's trying to make it as difficult as possible for other people for it to ever happen again. That's why he has these outlandish demands, and that's why the goalposts for the conditions are constantly going to keep changing because he'll never debate one of us again. That will never happen because he knows that the second that he does, all that's going to happen is the embarrassment from the last time that he showed up. And his ego is too fragile and his sense of self is too wrapped up in his big dick energy. He can't risk it.
yeah, and I refuse to send him the M&Ms with all the brown pieces taken off.
Exactly. Yeah, that's boy,
Uh,
that's a deep cut. Well done. Was that Iron Maiden?
I can't remember who it was, but yeah, someone had some weird demands for the green room for appearances. So,
Well, yeah, I mean,
uh,
there's a real reason behind it. Hold on. I mean,
well, I
the
know
only
that
brand.
different celebrities have like different weird green room demands for their
Yeah.
showing.
And sometimes they're just about being, prats because they can.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. So it
Okay.
was a okay.
It's,
I was looking this up
it's
real
my.
quick. So the origin of this actually comes
Oh,
from
I
Van
got to
Halen.
go.
Yep.
All
Sorry,
right.
All right,
people.
Yeah.
I got
All
to
right.
jump
sorry,
out.
Blog.
So, okay, see ya.
See it.
Later.
Later.
Oh, I do
Run
remember
away.
when we were trying to work out Serge's voice or audio thing when Neo was with us. When Neo left, it started working.
What?
So,
Oh,
so Serge, maybe it'll work now.
Yeah, no, maybe it'll work.
Oh no,
So,
you know
yeah.
what?
So
I'm just gonna drop out for a sec again, just to see if that'll help with Serge, because he's trying so hard going in
yeah,
and out.
the
Who's, who is Serge? By the I've forgotten. My
uh,
brain's not kicked
atheist.
in.
He goes by atheist. Or is that
atheist.
atheist?
Apatheist,
Ap-
GFY.
apatheist. Yeah,
Oh,
why?
yeah, no, knowing well, knowing well. Good bloke. Yeah, I did check out that in the last show. I did check out that guy who came in who had used one of who'd used QE's video with Andrew Wilson.
Oh, the Pedalverse.
Yeah, I did a deep dive on that, and I left my comments there. Any channel that heavily features Andrew Wilson and that Ben Thorpe fucking pedophile um, is just run by a wanker who's not doing it, who has no sense of ethics. And
Yeah.
I'll stand by that. Anyone can go and have a look at the bloody his all the videos on there. It's just no
Yeah.
anything for clicks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The same way
Yeah.
modern debate has gone. Modern day
Wait.
debate.
Hey Serge, can you hear us, or can you say something and see if we can hear you? I don't know if anything changed with me leaving and coming back. Hmm.
Apparently not so far.
I'm guessing no. All right. Uh, yeah, he really worships Wilson, and the thing is, like, he pretends that he's like being like positive, like when he says this, and he posted this. Let's go ahead and hit the like button to support the show.
He's one of
I
those.
wonder.
It's a meat bot, basically a meat bot version of those stupid porn bot. Likely porn bots that infest the comments.
Oh yeah.
What is the point of those? I don't understand what would make somebody make a bot to just go around and spamming fake comments like that. I mean, okay, fine,
Well,
they're
it's
positive, cool, but I mean, it's
yeah,
still fake.
well, it's because I keep giving it my bank account number. Apparently,
Oh,
that's
is it?
Oh, that's the case. Okay.
Look, I was talking to this wonderful Nigerian prince the other day.
that's right.
I'm
Definitely
happy to
had
give
some thoughts on
anyone one of my bank account numbers, but the problem is it's only for deposits. So
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be good. You
yeah,
should give it out. Please deposit money.
the the tilting with your hands shaking. I can I can stop it, but with the pills I'm on, without concentration, that's how it is at the moment.
Okay,
Um,
so that reminds me of the scene from Blazing Saddles.
yeah.
Do you know that scene? Yeah.
I
Well,
also
yeah,
found out why my fingers nails have all changed colour.
Oh.
I was on a really low dose of antibiotics for about 6 years,
Ah.
and major side effect, it fucks up your fingernails. It turns them yellow,
Ugh.
and yeah, all right. So I'm off those pills, but yeah, the So go on to, I've forgotten the site's name. I'll put it in the comments because it's a really good place. You can put all your medications in, and it will give you. It's a doctor's site. They use it. Uh, it'll give you all the interactions for any medication or any um, blanking
Side
vitamins you're
effects.
taking. Because I found out that sage, no, not sage. Anyway, a herbal supplement was causing my liver to shut down.
Oh,
Oh,
If not normally, but if you're on certain other drugs and
right.
medications, they interact. So I'll put that in the post. So that will be really good for anyone who's taking medication and wants to know whether they can even have an aspirin or fish oil. You know, that can actually fuck you up. Or magnesium for cramps or leg cramps. If you take more than about 3,000 milligrams of magnesium a day, you won't need any laxatives.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
ooh.
Oh. Well, I don't need any laxatives, but
Yeah.
uh, just to respond to Craig's question, let's see if this mic.
I don't know if you ever heard of me before, but
Oh, can you hear the audio?
I used to be called
It's low, but
It's
Just,
low.
the Waco Kid.
just.
Oh, you know what?
The Waco Kid.
Shoot.
He had the fastest hands
Wait,
in the
it's set
West.
too high.
In the world.
Well, if you're the kid, then
Okay,
show me
let's
something.
Well, maybe a couple of years ago
remove
I could have
it.
shown you something. I
I
don't
have
know
it
if you ever
set
heard
to
of me
maximum. I
before.
don't know
I
why
don't know if you ever heard
you
of me
can't
before.
hear it. Oh,
I
do I
mean, you
have the
can hear it,
wrong?
but everybody's just gonna be
Is it
silent.
really low? Hmm.
It's low, but not near silent. Just don't talk over it.
All right, let me. I don't know.
What the? Where the?
But I used to be called the Waco Kid.
The Waco Kid. He had the fastest hands in the West.
In the world.
Well, if you're the kid, then show me something.
Oh. Well, maybe a couple of years ago I could have shown you something. Today, look at that.
Steady as a rock.
Yeah, but I shoot with this hand.
See, I knew you wasn't no Waco Kid. You was just pulling my lariat.
So I can't actually. I couldn't hear any of it. I'm not sure what's. It seems like for this platform, the audio really just kind of sucks.
Yeah.
The way the audio works. Hmm. Okay. Anyway, yeah, it's funny if you can hear the audio.
Yeah.
Not so funny otherwise.
The classic one. I got a good little video. If you can put if we can get the sound right. Let me see if I can do that. No, all right. I'll put the link to it.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, if my hands will stop shut. Yeah, right.
You are the Waco Kid.
Okay, hang on. Paste.
Actually, Q, it may be it might actually also. It may be a Windows setting.
Oh, what do you mean?
Oh shit.
System settings, sound. If you're on Windows 11, there's like more sound settings, and there should be a communications tab.
Yeah, that's why I got rid of Windows because you had to go into a separate control panel. Aaron's right. Yeah.
It's it's like should read Windows can automatically adjust the volume of different sounds when you're using your PC to place or receive telephone calls.
Oh. Oh yeah, I know that setting. I didn't think it would affect this. But
I have it
I'll
set
have
to do
to.
nothing.
So the thing is, like last time when I did the audio sharing, I mean the screen sharing with the audio, it was perfectly fine. So not sure why it did that this time.
Share me.
But
No,
yeah,
no, I put the link in the YouTube chat.
okay.
It just shows you how weird Australian birds are. You might want to go fast forward it to 1 minute 25 is where the magic happens. If you can bring it up, it's actually a wholesome video.
Okay. Good thing
And what
you warned me.
we have a pair, or we have a pair of them close to our place where I'm living now. So that's why we hear some incredibly strange bird song. It's called the Australian lyrebird. Lyre, as in the musical instrument,
Yep.
I think. Is it lyrebird? Lyre, yeah,
Yeah.
lyrebird.
Lyre. So
Yeah. They can mimic anything and do cameras, car alarms, chainsaws, people swearing. They incorporate it into their song. But
I'm trying to get access to the chat, and it's
Is
not
there
coming
any
up.
indication that they understand what they're intoning, or is it just pure mimicry?
it's pure mimicry, and they know the motivation behind it. The more complex song a male can sing, the more impressed the female is. Now, they will mimic all the other Australian birds that put together a song that's unique to them. They'll like do their own version, if they will. So they'll have kookaburras and magpies and willy wagtails and crows, all interspersed between the normal lyrebird tune. And a few of them were noticed decades ago that they incorporated man-made sounds, people sawing wood, hammering, you know, that sort of thing. And the males who incorporated more sounds or more melodies into their own melody were more successful at mating. So now it's got to the point where they will put in different, not only a car alarm, but they can tell the difference in tone between different car alarms. So they'll put in different car alarms. Someone with a whippersnipper starting up, they'll put that in there. They'll put a lawnmower in there. And one of them, well, quite a few of them have perfectly mimicked chainsaws, because the one at Sydney Zoo, they were doing some trimming in the enclosure next to it. 2 weeks later, people were stopping and going, "What the fuck? Where's the chainsaw?" It's the bird. And another one where a bunch of foresters were taking it down. So, I mean, anyone who says music is mystical, you only have to listen to this bloody bird to realize it's not. It's all evolution explains everything about it. The more fancy your song, the more times you get your leg over.
Yeah.
So,
Let me see if this audio works.
yeah,
I don't know if you ever heard of me before, but
Does it sound better
I
that one
used to
does.
be
or louder?
called
It
Yeah.
does
Yep.
sound louder.
the Waco Kid.
The Waco Kid. He had the fastest hands in the West.
In the world.
Well, if you're the kid, then show me something.
Oh, well, maybe a couple of years ago I
Is it
could have shown you
louder
something,
than
but
before, though?
Yeah.
today,
Well,
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
look at that.
Steady as a rock.
Yeah, but I shoot with this hand.
See, I knew you wasn't no Waco Kid.
All right. Let me see then if I can get your link to work. Oh. Hmm.
I
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got the Overroad. When does it start?
Well, it'll start at 126, probably,
One.
maybe a little bit
Oh,
more.
everyone. It looks like okay.
Even the original is fooled. He can imitate the calls of at least 20 different species. He also, in his attempt to outsing his rivals, incorporates other sounds that he hears in the forest. That was a camera shutter.
Oh.
And again. And now a camera with a motor
Oh, that's pretty
drive.
good. Wow.
And that's a car alarm. And now the sounds of foresters and their chainsaws working nearby.
Oh my God.
No
What
way.
the fuck?
Wow.
What is this bird called?
It's a lyrebird. But can you just imagine, like, one of the potential mates going, you know what? That doesn't sound like a chainsaw. I'm not gonna sleep with
Ah,
you.
come
Not
on.
man enough.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's not good
yeah,
enough.
they're that good that the other bird species they mimic come down to have a look and say, oh, can I buck it? No, all right,
All right.
I'm off.
On my
But
way.
Huh.
If the birds get fooled, does that mean that the lyrebird is a flock tease?
he is, yes, definitely. And I mean, the weird thing is, if you live near one, you can hear all those noises and more, including the people, the rubbish guys coming and doing the wheelie bins. You can hear that in a bird song. And it's just,
That is
I
awesome.
just think it's really rather beautiful. And one of the things that I really miss whenever I leave Australia is the bird song, because you're not going to get that shit anywhere else in the world.
Hey, Killer, if you want to come on, you can use that link that I gave you. We had Serge or Apatheist GFY on, but unfortunately, he couldn't get his audio to work. So we weren't able to, or he wasn't able to recount exactly what went on with Flojob. But we did go over his some of the texts. Actually, did I? Oh no, that's the wrong one. No, that's. Oh, I guess I. Let's see if he can come on or not. But I will see if we can get back on.
Yes, let's get back on track for the last few minutes of this.
Yeah, we don't have too much more time here, but yeah. So he's threatened to come on my show again, which I'm not taking too seriously. And also, it's not a threat. How can it be a threat when I'm constantly like making fun of you for not coming on?
Right.
It's just hilarious. But he he
I,
he's had to leave early to hit the rack. He worked
I,
nights and sleep during the day. He
I
worked
found
all night and sleeps all day.
a lot of people who do martial arts, especially, well, mixed martial arts, cage fighting, it's all sort of, they all tend to have a very controlling, a very, they try to put on the alpha
Yeah.
Yeah.
persona,
So.
whereas people who were like myself, who actually made the Olympics in the martial arts, the team, and then broke a rule and got a lifetime ban, and have done martial arts all their life. I don't spar with anyone unless it's full contact, and I can only spar with someone if it's full contact, if there's at least two other people who are the same grade as we are, to stop accidents happening. It's all showmanship. It really is. As far as I can see, if you want to watch unfiltered martial arts, you go for the proper Muay Thai, the Thai boxing,
Yep.
or watch proper bouts of international judo. That's it.
Craig says, I reckon Flojo is a master in bullshit.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. But there's that
Yes.
the strutting alpha pigeon pose that he does, Damon does. They all tend to do it. But yeah, it's the look at me, I'm big and tough, whereas the people that should scare the shit out of you are the ones who don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's something about with the Brazilian jiu-jitsu thing, but there's like another Christian who I guess is, does the BJJ thing, and he had kind of a similar bravado.
It's a very
So,
good martial arts, especially for use on the street. But
Yeah.
my ethos is if I'm going to become physical with someone, I take that as a life-threatening encounter.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm going to end it as violently and as quickly as possible, so I can go home with the least amount of blood leaking out of me.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's perfectly reasonable to smash someone in the face with a chair. And
Whatever else you can get your hands on.
people who have fought all their time in a ring don't know how to take that. So yeah, they don't really. You really shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing. It's my temperament or my psychosis helps me with that. I yeah, got to be
but
able
in
to
the
turn.
in the US, the issue with that is, let's say you're some tough guy, and you feel like you can just like, I don't know, bully someone. The issue with in the US is like that other person that you think is like weaker than you could have a gun.
Yeah, that's the
Right.
thing.
And
And I mean,
Yeah.
if someone pulls a gun on me, and I've had it happen a few times, and I've only been shot twice, I fucking run. I'm out of there.
yeah.
I pull an old man emu. I'm fucking. Um, the few times that I've had lots of blades pulled on me, and but yeah, now the rule of thumb is any blade that's longer than my forearm, I'm going to run away, because if there's a weapon involved, a bladed or a gun, someone's going to get really, really hurt. And
Yep.
because I'm a bit of a coward, I don't want it to be me. So I run.
Nobody blames you there.
Yeah. Plus, the best self-defense weapon you can actually carry anywhere, and it's legal in every nation on the face of the earth, a walking stick. A solid walking stick. Bit of life lesson for everyone, and learn how to use it, because you can. There are schools. There's a French school, there's also the English school, and there's even an American school that all started way back in the, I think, in early 1800s, using walking sticks for self-defense. So,
Basically a form of staff fighting, so to speak.
yeah, stick fighting. Yeah. But that's what all the wankers that are kicking around at the moment that are on AXP and making the whole place horrible for everyone, including theists who are trying to actually just have a civil conversation.
Yeah, I feel like there are opportunities where you could have a civil conversation, but it just doesn't work out. Um,
Yeah.
so
And
with Monkey Boy here, and I have to.
Laugh a while you can, monkey boy.
Uh, so with him here, this is the one where uh, Richard actually came in. You know, it's like because Monkey Boy was saying something stupid. So Richard came in and said, "I'm one of hosts. My degrees is in philosophy. You could have called instead of talking nonsense in the comments."
Finally, a host gets in there and starts.
Yeah, he's been kind of going through, so it was kind of
Yeah.
interesting. But
No
you know,
amount
he
of.
can't. Go ahead.
Oh.
go for it, Anna or Steve.
Yeah.
No, go
No,
ahead.
I was just reading one of the other comments.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because yeah.
So he basically like calls it a dismissive mockery and rhetorical noise. I mean, what part of this? I'm one of the hosts. My degree is in philosophy. You could have called instead of talking nonsense in the comments. How is that dismissive mockery and rhetorical noise? He just didn't like it. He just didn't like being called on him just being in here, just making nonsense posts. That's what he thinks is dismissive mockery.
Yeah, keep in
And
mind that,
that
that this week he also started using the word ambiguous a whole bunch. So I called him out on that, and
Yeah.
he's he called me noise and dismissive as well. So he's like, tell us exactly what you think the word ambiguous means, and how are any of my comments ambiguous?
it it's really gobsmacking, especially when the host who made the invite there is one of the more approachable um, hosts of any atheist show. You can pop. He's on Twitter. He's on Instagram, and I've had the occasional back and forth with him, and unfortunately, I'm completely blanking the not Blind Limey, the other guy. That's who it is, isn't it? Q.
Who's the other one? I'm not sure what you mean.
He's English.
Oh, well, Blind Limey?
Yeah.
Blimey.
No, not Blind Limey. The other guy
Oh, not that
who's
one. Oh.
studied Buddhism and
Shoot. I'm blanking out as well.
yeah. I've had some good interactions with him
Yeah.
online on other platforms, and it's just cool.
Yeah, by the way, for Killer, how good was AXP before I joined? I think, I hate to say it, but when Matt was there, it was pretty
Yeah.
good. I think he was able to kind of have the discussion and make it succinct and before he became kind of a little bit weary of all the stupid comments. I think that's when it was kind of good, and also I think that's why they keep reposting his videos. And if you look at the number of views, his videos generally have a lot more views than the other hosts.
Yeah.
The I
Oh,
mean,
by the way, his other question was: the Christians not as bad as they are now in AXP? No, they were the same. If you look back, they make the same comments, same
yeah,
idiotic, arguments. Oh,
they
DK
Richard Gilliver, Grimlord
thank you, Richard,
got it.
thank
Yeah.
you,
Yeah,
Grim. Yeah,
yeah.
um, yeah. The
Tilting
arguments
doesn't like
haven't
him.
changed. He's in a quite. You've got to be in the right mood. I find I have to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, AXP could pull themselves out of the slump that they are most definitely in by the simple act of moderating the comments. And all you have to do, as I did with Q's last show, is abide by the terms of service on
Yep.
YouTube. You read them, you evaluate each comment, and you would notice that I removed bugger all, really, out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
was just enough to punch their nose and go, well, you're trying to censor me. Yes,
So actually, with we have like 10 minutes before
yeah,
this automatically kicks off.
let's
But
keep going.
yeah. So I'll put up some. I'll try to come up with some terms of service, and Monkey Boy just was sort of whining all week about getting hidden. What he calls shadow banned. Yeah, he's been crying about being shadow banned. So shadow ban means that we've put him as a hidden user in the comments. So within my channel, if he would basically all his comments will actually disappear, and that's the part I don't like, and that's why I don't want to hide users. So Ook in general, I don't want them hidden. I'm fine with deleting specific comments, and that's because I don't want to get rid of the historical stuff. I want their old comments where they're saying stupid stuff, as long as it's not abusive and all that. I want I want that there just to so that we can go back to it.
Yeah, sweet. So no removing the main thread. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
okay.
you can no, not I mean you can even delete main thread, but and this wasn't new. It was Blarg. So Blarg had gone and hid basically blocked Monkey Boy altogether. And when that happens, all the previous comments disappear. So
Okay. Yeah, I just hit the remove button.
yeah, the remove
Yeah,
button, I'm fine, like
because you
individual
can put it
ones.
back on. Yeah.
Yeah, I could. And the other thing is like I have specific keywords, like insulting slurs, etc. Like when Monkey Boy keeps on saying spurg, I have that as a keyword, so that if he makes a post with spurg in it, it's not going to show up. And he's going to whine about that, of course. That
Yeah.
Oh, it
he,
does have. So there is a banned words
yeah,
setting.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And but that's really to kind of get rid of some of those kind of like ableist slurs and stuff, just because it doesn't make sense. You know, I would just delete them, but it's just better having the keywords there.
Yeah. I had to look up what Spurg meant. And
Yeah,
once I
it's
found it
just
out, I was just, oh, right.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
yeah.
On
It's
the
just a
spectrum,
slur against people on the spectrum on if they're have the
Yeah,
Asperger's.
that's something that just pisses me off so bad.
But I mean, they for people to actually, it's not a flex to say you tell sexist, racist, and transphobic jokes all the time at work and everyone laughs.
Yeah,
That just,
yeah. It was
that sort
just
of was the final straw for me. And I went, oh, no, right,
Okay.
I'm going to tweak
I
people's names.
I want to mention okay, Craig and this new guy App Persona. They're talking about, I think, the word Spurg. It's short for Asperger's, which is a form of autism, or once was. So it's basically a backhanded insult.
no, it's not even a backhanded insult. It's
It's a
just an
flat
It's
out.
insult.
meant,
What's a
it's
flat out?
meant as
Yeah.
a slur.
Yeah.
And
Misspoke
I
there. Sorry.
first,
Sue me for that.
I don't know. I first heard it used. I have to make, I have to make the admission that I've lurked Kiwi Farms before. It's like basically like Kiwi Farm / 4chan speak / like I think something awful before that. Basically, basically those cesspits where you those like echo chamber cesspits where a lot of the younger, like where a lot of like younger radical right wingers might congregate.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess because I have been diagnosed by a few people as a highly functional psychopath with a well-developed personal sense of empathy. I spent a lot of time working in very remote places with people from all over the world who different religions, different sexual orientations, and you just have to accept them. You can't, yeah, you'll take the piss out of someone a little bit, but a fair go. And these people, the new Christian nationalists, as I think I can so to label them all, they've taken the Trump's message of be the worst person you can be to heart. And they are being the worst person they can be to anyone who's different to them. That's regardless of colour, sexual orientation, or mental abilities. It's or physical disabilities. It's just, yeah. I just hope that AXP do moderate, decide to bite the bullet, and enforce the TOS of YouTube on their own channel, because it's just becoming. Oh, I did a count on one of the videos last week that was up around just over the 1,200 comment mark. There was only 376 comments out of well over 1,200 that weren't made by trolls. That wasn't just Richard Young, fucking Flojob, and all the others. So
okay. I'm actually at the end. It's going to kick us out right now, so I'll end it here. Thanks everyone for coming on, and thank you everyone in the live stream
well.
as
Good night.
always.
Take care,
well.
everybody.
I will.
All right,
we
later.
will talk to you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Challenge your beliefs, let the silence break the silence, shake the faith. Truth survives, the heart is quick. Hold to truth, no more opaque. Reason's voice, it sings so clear through fear we hear. Cut through the noise, dissolve the fear. Rise above what you revere. No more shadows dressed as truth. Light reveals what lies uncouth. No more chains disguised as proof. Reason frees the mind uncouth. Let the evidence ascend. This is fallacy's end. Scriptures written in disguise, veiling men in holy lies. Faith without a place to land, truth that crumbles when it's scanned.